Hello, good morning. Today we will talk about the various changes that take place in the meaning of words in a language. As we know that language is not static. It goes on changing with the passage of time. It also changes according to the change in place and context and the change of situations or the users. So, like a river, a language goes on changing its course of meaning. Generally speaking, languages have different types of meaning changes, but all the meaning changes can be broadly classified into four categories. Generally, we have a broadening of meaning of the words. In this type of change, we find that certain words which meant in a narrow sense or a specific sense got generalized. For example, a word like bird. Bird originally meant any a small fowl, a special type of creature. Now the same word bird now means any winged creature. Similarly, a word crop meant young plant, but now it means differently. Plants grown in a large number are known as crop. Similarly, a word barn meant a place where people used to keep barley. Now it means any place or building that is used for storage. So, a specific meaning has been generalized in these words. Just opposite to it, we have a specialization of meaning or narrowing of meaning. In this type of meaning change, we find that certain words which were used to denote something general got a very specific usage with the passage of time. So the general meaning was contracted or narrowed and it became a very specific meaning. For example, the word hound in the Old English period meant any dog. Now, the same word hound is used to denote a hunting dog. So, from a general meaning, the word has acquired a very specific meaning. Similarly, the word starve meant to die. But now, starve means either to die or suffer due to hunger. So this specific connotation has been added to the word starve, which originally meant to die. One very common example of this type of change is the word meat. Meat originally meant any food But today, meat is used for a very specific purpose. It is used to denote flesh that is eaten. Another example of this is deer. The word deer used to denote any animal originally, but now it has come to denote a particular kind of animal. So we find that the words which used a general thing have started to denote a very specific thing with the passage of time. Then the third is amelioration or upliftment of meaning. Generally, some words which were used to denote something that was not supposed to be prestigious or high gradually got a very prestigious connotation or usage. So there was an upliftment in the connotation of the word or the denotation of the word. For example, the word knight, Knight, was used to denote a boy in our Old English period. Now, with the passage of time, this word knight denotes a special title or a particular position. So there is an upliftment or amelioration in the sense of the word. Then there is a word luxury. Luxury meant lust. Luxury used to denote lust, but today it is used to denote comfort. So from a very low meaning or a negative meaning, it has come to signify a very positive meaning. And the last category is the pejoration of meaning, that is a meaning that used a word that used to denote something high and honorable has gradually come to denote something that is not so honorable or not so high. For example, the word silly used to denote happy or happiness in old age, but now it has come to denote foolish or foolishness. Similarly, the word crafty used to denote skillful, but today it is used in a negative sense to denote something that is someone that is dishonestly clever. So we can see that meanings of words went on changing on various levels, and four kinds of basic changes, four categories of basic changes have taken place in the meaning of the words, namely generalization or broadening, specialization or narrowing, amelioration or upliftment, and pejoration or downgrading. It is in this way that language goes on changing and adding new meaning to it. Thank you.